Hi, Adule Badom here, and you're welcome to Transformation Podcast. We are currently on the series Teachability, the Pathway to Greatness. On this first episode, we are going to be talking about Am I Teachable? A story is told in the Bible about the children of Israel who entered into captivity for 20 years because they sinned against God, and they entered into captivity under King Jabin, the king of Canaan. But they got to a point in time where they cried out to God, and God sent them a deliverer by name Prophetess Deborah. Prophetess Deborah called Barak, who was an army commander in Israel, and gave him instructions and also went with him to battle. And at the end of the day, Sisera, who was an army commander in King Jabin's army, was killed, and King Jabin was also destroyed. Now, this is not where the story ends. Later chapters in the Bible disclose that the children of Israel went back to their former sins and became enslaved for an extra 7 years. Now, this is a story of a people who refused to learn from their past mistakes, a people who refused to be teachable. Now, even in our times, this is what happens with many persons I have met. Some people are currently struggling and passing through unbearable situations. Why? Because they are not teachable. They are not teachable. When a person is not teachable, there are certain things he or she goes through that normally he or she is not supposed to go through. How teachable you are is directly proportional to how great you can become. Greatness doesn't happen to people, rather people happens to greatness. That means that you can't be sitting down and greatness walks to you and tells you, here am I, I'm greatness, take me. Rather, if you apply the principles that are necessary for you to be great, you definitely become great. And one of those principles requires you to be teachable, is you being teachable. Now, let's look at the definition of what teachability actually stands for. Now, teachability is having the intentional attitude and behavior to keep learning and growing throughout life. Let's look at the keywords in this definition I just gave. The first keyword is intentional. Any great person you see now or in the past has always been intentional about greatness. If you must achieve any form of greatness in your life, then you must be intentional about the fact that you have to be teachable. Intentionality is definiteness of purpose. This is what you want and you go after it. You're conscious about it. It's not something you assume. It's something that you know you want. So for you to achieve any form of greatness in life, you have to be intentional. For you to become teachable, you have to be intentional about it. Being teachable is not something that falls on people. It's a deliberate act. It's an act where you tell yourself that I have to be teachable so I can be able to achieve this and this and this with my life. That's the first keyword I want us to look at. The next keyword in this definition is attitude. Now, attitude is what makes a man, announces him, and keeps him. That definition, let's look at the word makes. When you have the right set of attitude, you become better than who you have been. And it announces you, it makes people know about you, it makes people hear about your story, it makes people hear about what makes you different, and it also keeps you in the sense that it guides the way you behave when you have achieved success or whatsoever you've achieved in your life. That is what it does. Attitude is not negotiable when it comes to being teachable, because not possessing the right attitude has a way of hampering or hindering the extent to which you can go in your life's pursuit or whatsoever thing you want to achieve in your life. Now, let's look at some attitudes that can actually hinder you from being teachable. The first I will talk about is pride. Even the Bible says that God detests the proud and gives more grace to the humble. There are many persons that have the information that can help take you out from where you are currently now. But when you have the spirit of pride in you, they may not be willing to lend a helping hand to you. Why? Because they detect the fact that you are a proud person. So pride is one of the signs of a person that is not teachable. Secondly is dishonesty. Many of the principled people I have met don't like doing business with people that are dishonest. If your words cannot be straight, then they don't want to do anything with you. That means that they can't even teach you what they know because they consider you a dishonest person. And thirdly, laziness. There are many persons I have met, I have given materials to, I have shared knowledge with, and you find out that they are not using what they have learned. That's an implication that they are not teachable. Many a times it's not just about what you know. Many a times it's how much are you doing what you have known. It's a sign whether you are teachable or not. So many people today are lazy with what they have, what they have heard, what they have been given. So if you have that spirit of laziness, you have that mindset of laziness, you will not be able to use the informations that could take you to the next level in your dreams or whatsoever you want to achieve with your life. The next key word in this definition is behavior. Your behaviors are actually formed by your attitude. That's why you must be careful with the kind of attitude you have, because your attitude forms your behaviors and your behavior forms your life. So if you have the wrong set of behaviors, then your life is going down the drain, except you decide to work on your attitude so your behavior can change. The next keyword in this definition is keep learning. Many persons I have met, when they started their business, their visions, a job, or whatsoever is important to them, they have that motivation of learning. They could learn, they could go the extra mile, but when they get to a certain extent, they stop learning. They get to a point of hysteresis. What do I mean by that? They get to a point where when the pressure exerted at the initial stage is no longer there, they go back to their former state. Let me give us an example. When you put your two hands in a rubber band and you extract it, you take your hand back, what happens? The rubber band goes according to the extent which you draw your hands. When you release your hand to come back, what happens? The rubber band comes back to the former shape it was. That's what hysteresis is. When the pressure applied is no longer there, it goes back to its former state. But for you to be teachable, you have to keep learning. John Maxwell made a statement. He says, the day you stop learning, that day you start dying. So in order for you to stay teachable, you must keep learning. You must have an open mind. This is very, very necessary for you to keep learning. And the last key word in this definition is growing. Now, growing is an aftermath of learning. When you're not learning, you can't grow. Any area in your life you're not experiencing growth, that means that you're not learning new things in that area of your life. In order for you to get the best of a crop you're planting or you're preparing to plant, then you must learn how that crop should be planted, the chemicals to be used on that crop, and everything about that crop. That will determine how well the crop will grow. So in order for you to grow throughout life, you must keep learning. Like I said, growth is an aftermath of learning. Now, as we wrap up this episode, there are some things I want us to keep in mind. Now, the first thing I want you to keep in mind is this. Yesterday's lessons are not all it takes. Yesterday's lessons are not all it takes. What got you here today is not what will get you to your future tomorrow. Everything you know today is a proceed of what you studied yesterday. And everything you will know tomorrow is a proceed of everything you are studying today. John Naisbitt gave a wonderful quote which I would like to relate to this. He said, "No one subject or set of subjects will serve you for a foreseeable future, let alone the rest of your life." That means that some people actually become complacent when they've gotten some lessons about life. But he is saying that no one subject or set of subjects will be able to serve you for a foreseeable future, let alone the rest of your life. So yesterday's lessons are not all it takes. You must keep learning. You must keep upgrading yourself. You must keep an optimistic mindset. You must be open to new things. Because when you're not open to new things, change becomes an enemy to you. If you're working with yesterday's lessons, when the world has moved beyond yesterday's lessons, life becomes tougher for you. So, in order for you to stay teachable, you must understand that yesterday's lessons are not all it takes. So what you knew before is not all it takes to succeed today. And what you know today will not be all it takes to succeed tomorrow. Second thing I want you to bear in mind is this. Even talents or dreams becomes constrained when teachability is absent. What do I mean by that? I have met people with incredible talent, incredible potentials, but you find out that they are stagnant in life. They are not moving at the pace they are supposed to move. It's as if nothing is working for them. One of the things I have discovered with such persons is that they are not teachable. Many of these people feel that they know it all. And the moment you feel that you know it all, you start losing what could have been or what could be. In order for your talent or your dreams to get to its highest potential, then you must possess the mindset of teachability. It's a spirit. You must possess the spirit of teachability. The third thing I want us to bear in mind is life becomes tougher when you are not teachable. Life becomes tougher when you're not teachable. That actually means that how easy your life is now is a proceed of how teachable you have been. How easy your life is going to be tomorrow is a proceed of how teachable you are now. But when you're not listening to people, you're not learning from people, you're not learning from circumstances, life will become tougher for you. Why? Because you're not teachable. I want you to look at your life currently and ask yourself a question. Am I currently where I am right now because I am not teachable? And will my life change if I decide to become teachable after this video, after this podcast message? The last thing I want you to bear in mind is you have to make a choice as regards this. No one is going to make the decision for you to change. No one is going to make the decision for you to become teachable. It's a personal decision you have to make for yourself. That's it for this episode. I know you got value. For more transformational content as this, please check me up on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter by searching for Badom Aduli. And on YouTube, search for Leadership Television Network. For more inspiring content, you get to see my videos, contents that will be a blessing to your life. I'll be coming your way again on Wednesday, and on Wednesday, we'll be talking about the second episode. How do I know that I am teachable? So many individuals that I have seen, they say, sir, I'm teachable, but I'm not getting the results that I desire. And when I look deep down, I found out that such individual is truly not teachable. It's a topic you don't want to miss because you're going to be so blessed with that topic. So I know I'm going to have you here again on Wednesday, and on Saturday too. We'll also be considering the last episode for this series. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel so that you can be getting notifications. Follow me on Facebook, like as I've said. Subscribe also so that you can be getting notifications when these videos or podcast messages drop. God bless you. I love you. Stay tuned until I come your way again. God bless.